That's Ryan for it.
Oh, that Ryan. Oh, that Ryan. Every time on Believe It Entertainment's Crit Confirmed. I'm Guy on Couch, and this is our tabletop role-playing show, where we get to see these three die horribly because they fucked up.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
So, who all are you guys?
I'm True Alchemist. I also be playing Gangal.
Good old Gangal.
Good old Gangal.
I'm fucking
So much
Ryan,
potential.
and I'm playing Toby, the magical magician.
Shitty magician.
So
Magical.
little potential.
Magical. But he got to learn a new spell today, which is great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that spell not be a shit?
No, he's got that one memorized. Doesn't even need a book. I'm Promenade, and I'm currently playing Quignev for at least the next 10 minutes.
I mean, the fight will last longer than that, probably.
Not for me.
And unfortunately, Nihilism Raptor couldn't be here. She plays Astrid. But we'll see what happens.
Speaking of what happens,
What happens?
maybe let's ask why this is happening. So, what happened last time, guys?
Okay, so we were escorted very, very courteously
Uh-huh.
to these cells.
Uh-huh.
Basically, like like a holding area.
Right.
More of a lobby, like a very dark, mushroomy lobby.
Well, I mean, the whole place is pretty dark.
Yeah. And so we were just gonna hang out, waiting for something to happen.
Uh-huh.
And then a bunch of guards came up with what seemed to be a guard of higher status,
Uh-huh.
and then what seemed to be a chieftain of some kind, which was a different race from the lizardy people that were here. And then I asked Gangal to very subtly contact our good friend Toby, Toby McToberson, the best friend in the world, as I call him often. And we'll see if Toby shows up in a timely manner. And then, we're just here, basically just getting coffee and tea. You know.
Yeah. No, that's exactly
And we're
what
just
happened.
rolling initiative to get coffee and tea.
I mean, you don't want to get caught in the morning rush.
We're fucked. We're so fucked.
Well, we'll see. I mean, maybe not. Probably, but maybe not.
A bunch of guards appear. We pissed them off. Good idea.
So, a couple corrections. There were actually two instances of folks at higher rank. One was a armored lizard man that showed up
Right.
with a stone helm and kind of did some poking around and then beat feet, and he's back. Folks, you can't see this because our other camera isn't set up, but we've got a little battlefield set up here. So he's the one with the glaive right there. Yeah, magical.
Blade?
Yep, the one on the far right for you.
Yeah.
Might be hard to see.
The two regulars are the ones that are wielding crossbows because I don't have javelin-wielding lizardmen figures, or enough lizardmen to differentiate because those are actually orcs. And then the second group that you guys wandered into and then promptly yelled at they're all lizard people, but one of them seems to be much better maintained and is wearing a outfit made of what you assume to be the giant snakes that you guys ran into in the poisonous mists. He's the one in the middle that is looking like an orc war chief because I don't have enough lizards. And then the two actual lizards are his bodyguards, which look like beefier versions of the other guy.
All right.
So, as of the last game, Gangal just screamed like a crazy person, or like a goat on the internet.
Gangal.
And Astrid cast in a magical manner some more noise all over the place. and this village of very silent people is cast into a pretty crazy crazy swarm, as no one knows why there's all these sound bombs going off everywhere. So it seems like your yelling had the intended effect for most of these folks. In fact, the only two that seem unaffected are the lieutenant off in the corner and the king themselves. So with that, I think we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, sure.
okay. Alright.
Cocked. That was so bad.
Oh, that's not good. Not bad, but it was bad.
Was it better?
Toby, aren't you gonna roll for initiative? Because you're coming to help us. Obviously.
You can roll for initiative if you'd like.
You should roll for initiative.
Give me a D20.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Where's your dice roll?
Not
Somewhere.
in front of him.
So that's
Oh, I could have the D30.
just to put everything above board. I'm gonna roll these dice out in the open. So that's
That would be a 15.
What the fuck? How do you get better initiative than us?
because he's not in the middle of it. You know. He's
Very well rested.
yeah.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's not like we just relaxed for 12 hours.
Oh, Toby!
Yeah.
Narcolepsy. It's a wonderful thing.
It's serious, man. More people have narcolepsy than a lot of the public realizes. Like the first time I saw narcolepsy, it was portrayed in the movie Rat Race, which was terrible.
I thought it was a funny movie.
All right.
For the 90s.
Froman,
Yes.
initiative.
12.
Okay.
Plus. No, just 12.
That would have been good though.
Yeah, what?
15 for you, Ryan?
Yep.
Allie is Alley-oop. No nihilism raptor. And True.
I got a mighty 6.
Total. Mighty 6. Okay, let's sort it out. And why does it say you have 25? That's not what I just wrote. 15, you said, right?
No, we could go with 25.
For Tobers, yeah, 15.
No. Sorry, what was yours, Froman?
12.
12. Okay. That is weird. I don't know why it gave you 25 all of a sudden.
Just let the program help us.
No, I won't.
It's not cheating if it's a robot.
So,
The robot knows all.
we start. You guys are actually not in the worst position because most of you rolled pretty well for initiative. One exception, but
Just one.
Who could it be?
But as everyone is getting ready, you see suddenly, as if time has accelerated briefly, but not quite time. It's almost as if the middle figure, their reaction time seems to speed up, as if they're seeing things at a different pace than everyone else. And so with that, they actually respond much faster than anyone else.
Motherfuckers hasten. God damn it.
Yeah, nerve skitter. It's fucking broken.
Oh shit.
But it's thematic too because
That's
dragons.
true.
So
Not there.
Oh, what an
Toby,
asshole.
if I make it out of this.
We'll go save Toby because clearly he is in danger. Otherwise, he would be here helping us.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that's
I'm,
the kind of
I'm
guy
in
hope he's
danger
dead.
of not
He's gotta be
finding
dead.
a comfortable spot in this cave.
He's got to be dead.
I hope you find a rock that looks like a pillow and you think it's a pillow and you land on it. It's the rock. That is the curse I set upon you, sir.
Oh, rocks.
A brief moment of discomfort. slight sadness.
So,
It just breaks your spirit over time.
two things happen.
Yes.
First is that as this figure accelerates in the motion, this clearly leader-like lizard person, they throw their arms out, and suddenly mist starts to billow out from them until it covers about 20 feet.
What color is this mist?
Clear. It is like a fog.
Oh,
2,
goody.
3, 4. So it is going to envelop pretty much this whole room. So let me go ahead.
Okay.
Different color.
Red means dad.
Everything's a door.
You can go through this floor. You can go through everything.
It's crazy.
Can
Mr.
we?
Anderson.
You can't. You're not there to go through the floor.
Yeah, exactly. He's not there. He's ethereal, man.
Okay. So, this mist billows out, and immediately you cannot see but 5 feet in front of you. And even that is kind of difficult. It is as if you have just been hit, and like you've just strolled into the middle of a cloud, basically.
Sure.
And as this happens, you hear Astrid going, "I can't see anything." And then,
Followed by a slap.
It'd be more like, guys can't see. Well, can't see.
yeah, sure, she says it like that. That's,
You're your
Good
other
results.
senses.
however,
Results.
Nihilism Raptor is not here to say otherwise.
That's
So,
true.
um,
What you guys don't know is Nihilism
And-
Raptor sounds like Bruce Willis.
that's true.
Yippee-ki-yay,
With that,
then just
you hear a whooshing sound.
A whooshing sound.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You're not taking our treasure.
Wow, that's a full round action.
And
I don't know about this wee shit.
that,
it's near Fog Boy.
There's fog everywhere. Could be helpful.
so as the camera pans over the now vacant spot where the Lizard King was, the mist fades into the darkness outside the village as we find Toby still huddled as the guards are running into the town from where they were in position guarding. Where's that giant snake I had?
And the Lich Death Lord just comes up behind you. What's up, Toby?
Toby!
You got that $3 you owe me?
Just need about $3.50.
I'm sorry,
I just need about $3.50.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Where's
So-
my lunch money?
Toby, it is impossible to sleep through the absurdly loud noises that are happening, especially considering how quiet everything was. It was as still as a graveyard, even with the knowledge that you were no more than maybe 50 feet away from a village. Somehow these people are just innately quiet. And so when the screams and the magical yells start echoing throughout this cavern system, it's as if someone dropped a bomb.
Of knowledge.
Oh, my ears!
The knowledge that you should probably get off your ass.
I mean, your ears are fine. Their ears probably hurt a lot.
Yeah, no, they're
Well, they're
really-
little ear holes.
they're having a real rough time of it.
I'm
So-
going to search for my friends.
Okay. So what? You're just going to use
Just
your
doing a spot
search
check.
skill, or what?
Yep.
What's
7.
I think he's doing a spot.
okay? You look into the village. You see a bunch of lizard people with weapons roaming around. A lot of them are running in a single direction towards the middle of the town.
Definitely not where they are.
I wonder why they're going there. Weird.
Gosh, this culture is so strange. I wish
This
I could
is why we
understand
can't have nice things. So, have I told you guys about my idea, by the way? I brought this up with True earlier, but I thought it would be funny as an idea, since 3.0 is what I started with.
Mhm.
And we're up to D&D 5th edition now.
And that is out.
When you guys inevitably die, we can continue playing in this universe, or another one if you guys would prefer, but advance by an edition every time the party TPKs. So we would go to 4th edition, but in this setting. And then whenever you all die, 5th edition, but in this setting.
Oh, I would totally go fighter.
So what happens if we wipe on 5th edition?
Then we play Fate.
Oh, God.
Guys, don't fuck up after that.
Then I pull out Dresden Files and we start playing that.
I'm down for that.
I've never played it, but I've heard some really good things about the Fate system, and I'm very curious. All right, so next up we have Roman.
Okay.
What's up, Quignev?
So can I still not see 5 feet in front of me?
You can see 5 feet in front of you.
That's it.
Everything beyond that is basically like as if there's just a wall of mist.
Okay. I will use an action. I will use my main action to go into a gaseous form.
Cool. Yeah, you immediately know. So, can you describe what happens with all your gear and stuff? Like, what happens to your people? Do they slip out and just become this cloud of like gas, or does it all change with
It
them?
all transmutes together. So
Okay.
everything I have is gas.
Okay, so you turn into like a gray cloud.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so Gangal, you're in this situation too, and you look, and as if it has been struck by a disintegrator bolt, Quignev just evaporates into a cloud, and almost blends into the mist.
Son of a bitch. One is the low.
So
I kind of remember seeing it with the hand thing, but
I don't remember that, but you tell me if that.
Oh, you totally didn't see that.
I saw that your hand was there, but then it wasn't his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally remember that.
But now we can.
So what's the limitations? Because this is something that your species
cool.
can do.
So
Just so the viewers know what's going on here.
So while in my gaseous form, I have got a 20-foot fly speed.
Okay.
That's basically all. I can do lethal damage with grapple checks, like basically suffocating someone.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as I took my gear with me, so
Mm-hmm.
I can't really do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a gas cloud.
Can you be affected by enemy attacks and stuff? Or
Oh, well, okay, so that's a really good point. So while in gaseous form, I'm intangible. I'm immune to poison and crits. Half damage from non-magical sources, and yeah, that's that.
Okay, cool. So and how long does this last for you? Because your base state is solid. So,
It is.
like a rock.
We never really worked that out actually. How long it lasts?
All right. So give me 1d4 for each level.
Okay. 3 total.
Cool. You have 3 rounds.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you do for your movement action?
I got 20 feet, so I will move 10, because we can go through here.
No.
So, well, I can go through here. We can see through here. 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20.
Of course you're going to make me draw.
You gave me the exit.
Okay. What does the rest of this building look like? Is it A, corridors, B, more prison cells, or C,
Happy Time Funland.
Death.
Outside.
Death.
It could be outside.
Looks like there's a wall.
Or it could be a cafe. It could be a mall. It could be a cargo area.
I'm gonna punch you right in the dick. I swear to God, Gang will mix it out. You're the first one dead. I will kill your second character.
While I'm drawing this,
You know, we've had that before,
one of the
and that
things,
was really unfortunate.
one of the things I always really enjoyed about Fourth was their whole Epic Destinies nonsense.
Yeah.
And part of the reason I enjoyed it was that you could really make some ridiculous ass shit when it got to the higher levels. And so I came up with this concept once as like just like a test to see, what all I could do. And it was a kobold artificer. And the prestige class as an artificer, one of them lets you turn into a cyborg, basically, a warforged.
Whoa.
Okay? So, there's also a sorcerer, Epic Destiny, that at its final point lets you turn into a dragon. So, I had this idea where this character, which was ultimately going to be an NPC, because I can never really find folks to run games, would, at the very end, already be a cyborg, basically, magic cyborg. And then, at the end, turn into a magic cyborg dragon. Which, I think that's pretty fucking rad that you can have that in a game.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah, I would agree.
So could I be a cat dragon?
Well, you can dream, buddy.
Oh.
You can dream.
Because again, when I make it out,
I got a plan. Don't worry.
You're dead.
about it.
Is your plan to sleep more?
Well, I
'Cause
can't
that's-
do that.
'Cause I was gonna
Obviously,
say that's
there's too
already
much
not working out
noise.
for you.
find a way to stop.
Okay.
It's too scary to go back to the ship by myself. So
I don't even
There's
think you
that.
can find the ship by yourself.
I can figure it out.
You're probably gonna have to.
So, you enter this dimly lit room, seeping through the door underneath. And you find two more lizard folk, these strange purple-skinned beings,
Okay.
standing, clutching at their ears. They don't appear to be as badly affected as the folks that were out here and took the brunt of it, but they at the very least seem pretty distracted by what's happening.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
And that is that. Next up. So, we're going to get all FCOM on this.
XCOM?
FCOM.
FCOM. F for you got fucked. Com for command.
FuckThisShit.com.
So, one of the... you can hear Gangal from this general area, some movement as a armored figure starts stomping around. And you hear some going on.
Could be somebody farting.
Next up,
Or gas leak.
being on the outside of this, I'm actually going to see if he notices you going under the door.
Cool.
Because he's actually on the outside of this mist, so. Yeah. What? Get out of here, fucking strippers.
Everybody was scream fighting. Da 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 da.
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, I don't have my stuff, do I?
What?
We don't have our stuff, do we?
We have all our stuff. They didn't take it from us.
No, they didn't take any of
Oh,
your
thank
stuff.
God, I can live.
No, they did not intend to kill you guys.
As far as we know.
They left you with all your weapons and equipment.
As far as we know.
Listen, I'm dumb as a box of rocks.
I missed the box of rocks.
So is a 26 gonna?
It was a good. Yeah, no, it was heavy. It was really
Yeah,
heavy.
I think a 26 is gonna notice a fog cloud.
Okay, good for him.
So this lieutenant.
Can he tell the difference between the current fog cloud and my fog cloud?
Well, yes, you emerged from it and then went under a door.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This one's a wall.
It's weird how that smoke is sentient.
Something spooky just happened.
We got ghosts! Give me Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. Now.
Damn it, when I already thought this place was shithole.
You know what really
Now it's
sucks?
haunted.
So it's going to and push open the door,
Okay.
which billows right through you. And noticing this tightly packed mist, it goes for a slash
Okay.
to see what happens.
Okay.
So, wow. These dice are unfortunately hot.
Damn it, get the other dice. Get the shit dice. We don't need the rookie dice.
What happened to the clear ones?
24.
Yeah. Oh, just barely.
Oh man. It beat my full plate fighter with the tower shield.
So that is 9 non-magical damage.
Cool. So I'll
So
take.
that's going to go halved
take
and
4 of that.
go down. So 4.
All right.
And noticing that you seem to, kind of disperse and then recollect, as is your nature, it realizes that something is wrong here.
Okay.
The other
What's going on?
one here notices its companion, and they sort of rely on each other for support, but still don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
people are strange. When you're
So
a stranger.
So you guys can't see this, but they're preparing themselves in case something comes in range. Speaking of something,
Speaking of something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my
Dangle.
turn?
Speaking of brick walls.
Speaking of that brick wall. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck me sideways. How? So I don't see them. But they're there.
You can't see them.
you can hear them like rooting around, but you can't actually. So, what was cast was obscuring mist.
Yep.
So, the vapor obscures all sight, including dark vision, beyond 5 feet.
Yep.
So, effectively, anyone 10 feet away or more has total concealment.
All right. Gangal's going to try to think his way out of this.
Oh, God.
jeez.
Man, just go ape shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that
Rude.
not a cool term for your people?
Word.
Are there
Reword.
such things as apes in this galaxy?
So what he's going to first do is actually take the dagger
Uh-huh.
that he got and he is going to throw it away through the bars.
I need this.
Towards a different area.
So what direction?
I'm going to throw it towards this direction.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a either dexterity or strength check.
I'm going to go with, well, they're both the same.
Well, I mean, you could use dexterity anyway.
14.
Okay. So you've got 50-50 odds of hitting a bar. So
Hit the bar. Bounce right off and hit you.
60 or higher, you go through. 50 or oh god. Well, that's a 40. So you throw the dagger, and you immediately hear it go, and then clitter to the ground right in front of you. Like 5 feet away. But the good news is you can see it.
Cool.
It's right there.
Yeah.
The bad news is that you just made a noise in your cell instead of wherever you were trying to throw that.
Sounds about right.
Dinner bell.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling, here it comes.
Come get it.
Oh, wait, you know what?
What?
If you're throwing it that away, you can actually see the bars because you're standing right next to them. So 40 is enough because it's only 20%. So you actually throw right through the bars. And please don't hit Astro. Oh, God, dice. Is that a 1?
No, it's
I
gone.
don't know. It went away from
Oh,
me.
I guess you
I
have
mean,
to bring up the other
it
die.
doesn't count.
It's just real. Oh, that's a 1. You sure it doesn't count when it's on the floor?
Yes, always. It's about intent. But, oh dear.
What was total 14?
Astrid?
What's Astrid's AC? Oh, thank God. Okay. So you throw it into the mists, and you immediately hear, "Whoa, hey, what the hell?" Or whatever Astrid would say.
I'm remaining silent.
That sounds about right.
I am remaining completely silent on this one.
I seen you.
Just hear you in the head like, all right, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to say a word.
I can hear you.
There's
Never
literally
hear
just
me
like,
coming.
last day was like, okay, it's like, be quiet now.
This is going to be so great.
I swear to God, if it works.
If it works.
So you still have a movement action
Yeah,
available to you.
I'm going to hold and like stay like against the wall, pressing myself against it. Like
Okay.
pretty much just like preparing myself. So I want to get into,
Preparing yourself for what?
The slaughter.
well, I'm going to
Just
get
like
into,
letting your head down, like, all right, just get it quick.
no, I'm pressing myself against the wall, but in more a defense
Mhm.
fashion.
Like that, the whole like, you get close to the wall and you put one leg up and you're about to kick off.
Okay.
It's like
And
my
then-
hands are out just to be ready for any sort of defense,
Ready for
but
attack.
also ready to just to push and just go.
Okay. I gotcha. Cool. Well,
While not making noise.
the last two in this lineup are the remaining lizard folk soldiers.
What about the Thrak?
The threat goes at the end of the initiative because they're dumb. So this one steps out
poor
of
guy.
the mist and pulls its javelin in front of it in a defensive posture. And this one immediately doesn't know what's going on, so it does the same thing by this door, attempting to keep anyone from getting out.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey, hey, hey.
hey, hey.
They get into a three-way knife fight. And the Thrak gets to roll a will save to see if he is not a spineless coward. Huh.
How spineless is he?
You know what? I'm going to say a 10 is enough. Starts running. 2, 3, 4, and runs right into that guy.
Right in that guy's spear. That he was ready.
McStyre!
So he's still in the fog, so decent chance that decent chance that
Why do they keep
doesn't
spearing
die.
into my spear?
I'm just waiting for my song to be played. I
All
cannot.
these kids
Chumbawamba needs to come on the radio.
just kill themselves on the property. He just done run right into the wood chipper.
Lizard Man
Just
loves
one,
that one.
like ran out in the woods chasing after me.
So,
Ran
nothing.
right in a tree.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man.
Officer,
Five,
it has been a doozy of a
6.
day.
I love that movie.
So you guys can't see this, but you hear the Thrak just immediately start. Ah! And you hear a small like, "Tss," and then nothing, just more running.
Okay. More noise. As I think in my head.
All right.
Good.
So
My plan of working.
My plan is working. Remain silent. Wait for your opportunity. Be patient, Gangal. Be patient.
If you don't move, they can't see you.
And I cover my eyes.
I must be blind like them.
This always used to work with my brother.
Oh!
Peekaboo.
Oh
That's what
my
we should do.
God.
We should make a death knight that only speaks in nursery rhymes.
Oh my god.
Bob out black sheep, have you any wool? And then you skin the guy.
London Bridge is falling down as he sets everything on fire.
Yeah, this is definitely turning into Pyro from TF2. La 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 la.
I choked on something. I don't know what it was. Probably a spider.
Oh,
Who knows?
Protein for the day.
Yum.
okay. So we go back up to the top of the charts here.
And fireball. Fireball.
Oh no, he wouldn't do that.
I use my spire.
All of his friends are in there.
Bullshit. He can make more.
All your friends are dead.
Make
That's
more.
a weird thought. We're fighting for our lives, and you're thinking about lizard sex. Good job.
No.
Yeah, he can make more. Just plant some eggs and I don't know, do a dance.
Do a little dance.
Yeah,
Make a little
no
love.
big deal. Get down tonight.
Or smash.
Oh,
Stupid meme.
boy. So, let's see just how good this dude's reflex is. Not good enough. So you hear, and then, boom, ah! As a 10-foot vial of grease.
Good.
Oh boy. Someone prepared for that.
Good. Good. Oh, the noise.
Shit.
All right, now
Um,
face through the wall. Just keep the guy in a circle.
Next up, Toby. What the? Where'd he go?
What do you do, Toby?
Hang on one sec. I'm crossing bridges right now.
What's he?
It's
Every
okay.
time with this guy.
Every flirting time.
Yeah. Okay. My turn?
No, I just have your picture up.
We
for
just
fun.
like shouting out Toby.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, I did.
I know I'm that awesome. Well, now I'm seeing everybody running in there. I can finally collect. I think there's some shit going on in there.
You know that they said your name, right?
Yeah.
When?
Last time
Last time.
It was the only thing you heard.
Yeah.
Was your name.
was Toby.
I can play the video. I've got it right here. I was listening to it.
Wonder why they're calling my name. They might need me.
I'll just
It
put
takes
the
a-
2
mic-
rounds later, he gets
It
it.
takes a full round for you to think that, doesn't it?
2 rounds. Full 2 rounds.
You know what?
Because it didn't do anything before.
I'll
He woke up slightly and then was like, "What?
That's weird.
Strange."
Yeah, let's move silently.
Dude, where's my
we'll
car?
go up there.
Where's your car, dude? Dude, where's my car? Where's the car, dude?
Wow. 17.
Wow.
Cool. So you move at half speed towards this village.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you well after all of this goes bad. All right.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I got there too late, guys. Sorry.
What happens next?
Next is you.
Okay. So, do I provoke attacks of opportunity while in this form?
Yep.
Cool. All right. I will move there.
Okay. Are you doing just a 5-foot step, or are you doing a full?
No, I'm not. I'm doing full movement.
Cool. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Another 4. Total.
Okay.
After.
Cool. So,
if
can I take a dash action, or is that not a thing?
you could
Like full round movement?
do a full round movement, yeah. So that would be total 40.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
will do so.
Cool.
All right. So let's see here. If you could move me 1 out, and then 6 spaces that way. Cool. That's my total.
Yeah, that's right.
Turn.
Cool. So if the lieutenant figure here didn't initially know for sure that you were, like, not just a weird cloud that was a magical side effect of this, cloud that his own king has cast, definitely knew it when you started floating off through the window, and starts very loudly, compared to how they've been speaking this entire time. And as you float away, you see the other 2 guards inside start to, like, focus their eyes where he's pointing. You come outside, and the first thing you see is that there's a lot of activity going on, but most of it is folks in the area, clearly villagers, not soldiers, gripping their ears and sort of just rolling around in, like, surprise and pain.
Okay.
You then notice the thrack has fallen to the ground, and there's a sheen covering the area immediately around them.
Okay.
And then up on top of one of the mounds that forms what seems to be a nearby hut, is the king figure. And let's see if they...
And he's on top of it?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's a good, like, 15 feet up.
Okay, cool.
Does 23 hit you?
Oh, no, this is just to see if he notices at all.
With a +8.
I mean, his spot isn't too great. He's a king, after all. He's not a scout. He's there mostly to show up and be dramatic and put a lot of pressure, but...
I mean, it's still got to be decent enough to see all the bullshit that happens in his own kingdom.
I mean...
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. That's why he has guards.
Yep.
He does not immediately seem to notice you, because you are still in the alleyway. You suspect if you came all the way out into the street, that might be different, but you're not certain.
Okay.
Next up. There we go. Cool. So, can you move the one on the right forward a space?
This one?
Yeah. So, you actually can see this one now as it takes a single step into the cell, with its club ready. And it seems to initially... Let me ask you this. You guys have known Astrid for all of one session. What do you think is happening in this cell? big ol' Sphinx creature. What do you think is happening?
Astrid's trying to find a way out.
Clawing
likely.
all over the place. Like a
No,
lion.
not panicky, but like
Probably trying to figure a way out of this shit.
yeah.
Gonna
I'm
blow out
assuming,
the whole front side
I'm assuming
of the jail
Astrid
cell.
would go through a list of spells to see what was the most useful.
If only we had those spells.
Aha.
She had a fireball.
Yeah, she's a first level bard.
She did not have a fireball.
Not a thing she had.
She
She
definitely
found a
had,
scroll.
had a
No, she did have a fireball, and she drops it right on top of everyone in this building,
Yeah,
including all of you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even you are hit by this fireball.
Somehow.
What?
It's like the ultimate chain missile. It hits, and then it just follows the party members. Um,
God, that would be a good campaign.
this is the worst.
All the spells do that.
So, Astrid, as best as you can tell, appears to rush past, and the bodyguard takes a swipe. Now, what's 16 AC? All right. Now, Astrid is not technically here, so we are just gonna see how this would turn out and go from there.
Okay.
Try to have her survive.
It does not go well.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. So you see Astrid start to move and then immediately get swatted in the face with a mallet.
No. No.
Bad kitty.
Following the lead, the other one moves forward into your cell, and from the mist you can see this armored lizard-like creature emerge.
Mhm.
And as it catches sight of you, it lifts up its own club to strike.
All right, so I'm with the defense position and my AC. That's not that
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't put in my armor bonus.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy has a heck of an attack, but does 14 beat your AC?
No.
Okay. Congratulations. So the club comes down and you're able to position yourself in such a way as to keep it from actually hurting you.
Cool. Well, shit.
Indeed. This is a literal cage match.
Oh fuck! You didn't think about that till all of a sudden, like your voice just came in. It was like, it's a cage match.
It's a cage match. You got this.
Oh yeah.
You're not trapped in here with him. He's trapped in here with you.
Now you just
So,
gotta shut the door.
Except he's not the one who's trapped. So.
You guys can't see this, but, well, you might see this as you peer behind yourself as a gaseous cloud.
Mhm.
You see the lieutenant's head poke out the side of the window where you left, and then poke back out, and then, but quieter. And now, Gangle.
All right.
You're back to back.
Dum, dum, dum.
Okay. Right now, I'm not gonna rage.
No. By all means, let's hold on to that.
I'm gonna hold on to it for just right now.
Just this split second.
In this moment.
Actually, what is he? Now that I see him,
This magic.
now that I see him, like, how well off is he?
The figure in front of you?
Yeah.
He's not hurt at all.
No, I know he's not hurt, but I mean, like, what does he look like again?
Bigger than the ones that you've fought thus far, or seen even. Wearing what appears to be a pretty, like, durable looking, tough looking stone armor. And I believe carrying a, like, small shield of stone as well, in addition to the club.
All right. Okay. Yep. No. Screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and start ripping off the patches of fur. go into my rage,
Oh yeah, brother.
and I want to make sure that I scream first
Okay.
in a loud roar.
Well, he's already deaf, so that's not gonna help.
Fantastic. And then I'm going to swing at him
Okay. With what?
with my mace.
Okay, you drew that at some point, right?
Yeah, no, I already had it ready. It was-
Cool.
No, we had that stuff out.
Making sure.
and does a 10 hit.
Double that? Still no. All right.
Cool. I like it.
Damn.
I love it. I want some more of it.
So no.
God, that sounds so familiar. Is that from like a movie?
All right. And I still got movement, right?
I feel like it's a country song.
Yeah. Although you will
God, it is a
trigger
country song.
a attack of opportunity.
Yep, that's fine.
Cool.
Some more of it.
Does a 19 hit?
Does a 19 hit? Yes.
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid hit.
You know, the good news is that they have a great attack score, but you know, damage actually pretty good. 9.
Okay.
God.
It was not supposed to be very good, but
No.
apparently I cannot roll below average today. So
I mean, that's really your own fault, I would say.
this is why I don't DM as much as I like to, because my rolls are just murder.
Okay.
All right. Next up, this one.
Oh, wait. Do I just stop right there?
Oh, you know, I forget.
Because it's not enough to... Like, it's not over half.
Yeah, I guess you can keep moving.
Sweet. Whee!
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. So move the guy back one. No. Sorry.
Yes.
That guy. Thank you. So that also provokes an attack. Well, actually, no. If you're just moving there.
Well, I was... So,
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You got more movement if you want.
5.
Okay, so that triggers an attack
Yeah.
of opportunity. Get in there. All right. Does a 17 hit?
It will right now,
Cool.
because of rage.
Oh,
Yeah, I love that.
drops
Minus
your
2.
AC, huh?
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
but you can wreck more shit up.
Recky Becky. Irrit.
That's just a straight 4. So, as you... Oh, actually, wait a second. You're still in the cloud. Hold on. Forgot to roll. Okay, yeah. Never mind.
So straight 4.
Just had to make sure they actually can hit you. So, as you emerge from the cloud, you see this other lizard person standing by the door, and it jabs you with the javelin it's holding, and draws blood.
Sweet.
The other one, still deaf, stands there and just... Cool. Back up to the top of the charts.
Toby.
Nope. Somebody else is first.
No, still the shaman. All right. How dangerous do you look right now, Dangol?
Foaming at the mouth. Probably a lot of blood. Probably looks like mine. And yeah, pretty not here. Not here.
Crazy-eyed, large and fanged.
Eyes are rolled back. He's gone.
Looks desperate. Looks like a desperate being.
So, as you emerge from the mist, you see 2 things. Well, 3. The guy that stabs you, and then you run past them. And then the Thrak, who has fallen on a puddle of grease that has been just sprayed on the floor as if someone just used a giant industrial Pam. Just And then as you look up, you see the sorcerer, the king, lizard monster dude, standing at the very top of this little structure ahead of you. And as you come out, it gestures with one hand, and you see 2 waves of force ripple out and converge on your location. And you are being hit with a force missile.
Force missile.
So,
Not a magic missile.
Yeah, just the force missile.
It's just the force. It surrounds.
Well,
us.
it's like if magic missile.
It's gotta do that.
It's like if magic missile did a bunch of weightlifting.
Yeah.
So,
Took a lot of whey protein.
as an
Yeah,
8th
right.
level caster, he shoots 2 missiles.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Okay. We're fine. You're fine. It's all fine.
And
We're fine.
this immediately hits and then does damage to adjacent creatures. So let's see what happens. So that's 6 and 9. So you take 15 points of damage as 2 missiles slam into you. And then Mr. Thrack on the ground is immediately pulped as the wave of force explodes off of you and crushes him against the floor.
We needed him.
Hey,
And
I'm still alive.
That's good too.
That's nice.
That's nice.
As for the guy that stabbed you,
Is he also pulp? Is he has purple puree?
Yeah, I'm adjacent to him.
almost.
Almost.
Just make sure you get adjacent to everybody. Let's all hold hands, everybody. It's gonna be crazy.
So the blast wave ricochets off of you, and you see the lizard creature that had stabbed you sort of stumble back, clearly in pain, as if it had just been hit by a small grenade.
That's what kind of happened
Not one of
anyway.
those regular grenades. One of those like tiny.
So go ahead and
grenades.
take that thrack off the table there.
It's like
Yep.
one of those fireworks.
Sorry,
poppers
buddy.
that throw on
You
the
were brave.
ground,
You
but
almost
like
made it.
grenade form.
And you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And
I
now
mean, if you tied those in a little net ball and dropped them, like a
we
little-
go back
Yeah.
to
To
Toby.
Toby.
You are now 15 feet closer to this village. It is still 35 feet away. You are still moving silently.
And no one is paying
There is
attention.
no one around.
No?
They ran to the village, like I told you.
Oh. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to run
I
to
mean,
the
I have
next
4
rock.
health left.
I've got a couple numbers, maybe.
And then hide.
Here's what we do. We build a team for a campaign over and over. We just run the same mission over and
So
over.
8 for
We
hide.
keep
when I-
walking in on more and more bodies. Sorry.
So I'm going to run to the town and then hide into the next rock that I can get to.
Okay, what'd you roll for hide?
8.
Okay.
You're a shot.
You dash into the town, and you throw yourself up against this rock, and you think to yourself, all right, I'm doing it. And then you turn, and you see what seems to be a much smaller lizard thing, wearing a very, basic, cloth outfit, just sort of staring at you.
You want to see a magic trick?
It seemed like a yes to me.
Is that a yes? Yeah. No. Yes.
Good turn. Good turn. Solid.
Yep, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of the battle. I'm going to try to entertain the child.
You're just like, kid. Shh. Mom.
You suck.
All right. So, I would would like to hide
Okay.
Don't
Because-
hide like me.
because there's no stealth in 3.5. So I'm gonna hide. 28 to hide.
Cool. Let's see if anyone can remotely beat that.
Okay.
Of the people that can see you. So what? How are you hiding? Just so I know what's going on, because you are still
So
like a gray mist.
So I was a gray mist. I was a blob in the air.
Mhm.
Now I'm definitely just like I'm going flat to the ground.
Okay.
I'm trying to blend in as best as I can.
So how many rounds do you have of this?
This is
I
the
got-
last one.
This is indeed the last one.
Cool. Well, a 10 is not enough to see you, so
Okay.
the king continues to ignore you.
All right. So with that, I will attempt to. I'm gonna go ahead and roll move silently just because.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be helpful. And hey, that's not bad. That's 20. And then I will use my movement. So is that just open space right there?
So I didn't continue drawing, but basically that's an alleyway,
Okay.
and then there's like more structures like
Okay.
built into them. This is the most like constructed of all the structures. It's like square and all this. Everything else is kind of built into these like bumps and
Okay.
stuff in the cavern. So there's this channel that is effectively like the main road.
So from me to guy on top of structure is open space.
Yes.
Okay. Then given my hide and move silently, I will oh boy, I can't move.
By the
that
way, so close. He rolled a 19. So
That's okay.
you would not think a cloud would make a lot of noise. So
I mean, I just still slightly beat it, so that's good.
You passed through a wind chime.
no, wind chimes, my only weakness.
No!
Does the hide take an action, or can I still?
I'm gonna say that you can do those both as part of the same
All right, cool.
standard action. So then you just have your movement.
Okay, so 20.
Yep.
Um,
I'm not gonna make you move half speed because you're a cloud.
that's good. One, two, three, four. That's
Okay.
where I am.
So a creeping, billowing cloud rolls out. Not much else happens.
I inch my way across the floor. That is what I do.
All right. In the cage next to you, you see the ongoing trials and travails of Sphinx Lady versus the lizard person. There's a camera crew setting up. It's great. Meanwhile, you are in your own weird kaiju movie of Godzilla versus the giant six-armed ape. So let's see if you get hit in the face. Wow. No, somehow.
I will survive.
Oh, no, wait. You're not actually in that space anymore. I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, move the guy that was in your thing toward you 3 spaces.
Toward me, 3
so
spaces.
1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good thing. That low roll wouldn't have hit you anyways. Cool.
He's getting there.
Now it's time for the lieutenant. Go ahead and move the one with the glaive out into the... There you go. And let's see if he spots you. 28, you said? Okay. Really? A 20, no. Let's try that again. Wow. Nope. So he runs out, looks around, doesn't see you, notices you, and then goes to hit you.
No, I was looking for. But I'll take it. Stabby, stabby.
24.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, just doesn't it all beat his awesome magical armor that he totally acquired in the last 4 seconds?
Those were good times, right?
Ah,
7.
The last 4 seconds, yeah.
Okay.
How's it? How you doing?
-3.
Oh.
Ooh. Gangal goes down.
Again?
No, for the very first time,
All right.
like a virgin.
It feels like the first
Danger zone.
time. I know. I wish like
Gangal.
there was someone here to fucking do
I'm
something.
getting there.
Me too.
When?
Getting-
When are you getting here? Next
After
week?
I entertain this child.
I'm swear to fucking God.
Dude, he's just trying to do.
So I
his,
just need to roll.
just try to do his job as an artist, man.
I am.
Entertain the people.
I need to roll what?
Above a 10.
Above a 10 or a
What the
10?
hell was the?
I know it's a 10% chance. That's what you said.
Right?
Yeah.
So I have to roll a 10.
You have to roll 100. So a 10 if you're just rolling a d10 or a percentile. It's,
Yeah.
90 to 100. So 10.
Nope.
Oh.
Ew, we're down to -4.
Oh.
I had a plan. I was gonna dash and move 16 spaces.
It worked until it didn't.
It was a good plan until it wasn't.
Yeah. It's great plan. Wrong circumstance.
If only there was a guy here with a rifle that could have been shooting and applying cover.
He'd just shoot you.
He
Yes,
probably would.
definitely true. All right. Things are getting worse.
That seems okay.
That's right.
The battered lizard thing moves up to you, and now noticing that you're on the ground, puts out a hand to see if you're alive. And that is a nat 20. So it knows that you're alive. And
Stabs me.
What's it doing?
I mean,
I
technically,
can see this. What's going on?
yeah. So you see this lizard thing
Right through the heart.
move up, reach out to check your pulse,
Uh-huh.
and then start pulling out what appear to be bandages, and successfully stabilize you with a nat 20. So this is classic stabilize, where you are still unconscious, but you are not bleeding out. So,
It'd be fine.
I,
It'd be totally fine.
wow, that guy is really disposable, and yet somehow he saved your life just now.
He's the lizard man looking for a promotion again.
Fucking rookies, man.
I always wanted to be a lizard doctor.
I just say
I'll be a doctor someday.
I would always wanted to be an ape doctor. Hey, an
Um,
ape!
It's my time to shine,
I
mama.
finally found one.
Yeah!
I just had to never leave this cave.
Ever. I don't know what daylight looks like.
Oh, boy.
So glad this ape book dropped
from the heavens above, around.
From the rock god! Rock god!
Oh, the
There's,
upper rock.
there's
guy.
this hole down this cave. Stuff shoots out of it all the time. Books, daggers, mostly daggers. But there was a book one time.
Crazy ape people.
That's what happens.
Books
Well,
and dagger.
I guess that's good I'm not dead.
Book of daggers.
Hey, I'm not dead.
You are not dead.
Hey, guess he's gonna be when I wake up, though.
Probably me.
No. Toby.
Toby will be fine. He's putting on a show.
He's gonna.
These guys are really respectful of the arts. They'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's a puppet show. Let's watch.
Okay, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on?
What is this, Chicago?
Ooh.
Tell me he did a talent show. Tell me he did a talent show while we were dying.
I love when Jesus comes back and he's like 4'3". He's like, what? Everybody was short back then. Everybody just follow me.
Come on, guys. This way.
So,
I'm going to tell you about my dad.
He is a dick.
But it's going through anger
you
management,
can
but-
see the sorceress character, the king, just sort of take like a light hop and then start floating down gracefully towards the door, and it floats past Gangal, sort of looking down briefly, and then enters the room, and then waves its hand, and you see as if the floor has suddenly like sprouted vents. The fog just gets pushed into the roof and starts clearing out of the area. And everything is being buffeted as if it is being hit by like a strong gale from the ground.
Okay.
But the room now clears of mist,
Okay.
and everyone inside can kind of see what's going on.
All right.
And there's some going on.
Okay.
A lot of sissing.
A lot of sissing.
Toby, there's a small child looking at you. What do you do?
I use Mage Hand. I like pick up a rock. Just ooh.
Tell me he did a talent show. Just tell me.
Give me a charm. And make it a -2 penalty.
A -2 penalty.
Because you don't know anything about this species. You're just... Is that a 1?
Wow. No.
No.
It's not. Not
What
at
is
all.
So what do I roll for charm? Just charisma?
It's an 18. You have +2.
And whatever
So
your...
-2, so
Wait.
18.
charm.
Wait, what do you mean?
No,
charm?
not 18. No,
Is it
sorry.
persuade in this edition?
Oh, yeah.
Persuade?
It is.
Yeah,
Oh,
18.
I always get the additions kind of mixed up.
Yeah, there is no charm as
Is
a
it?
skill.
Would it be diplomacy?
Yeah, let's go with diplomacy.
Oh, shit.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no.
No, it's still 2.
Okay.
So it'd be a natural 20.
No,
No, with the
-2.
-2.
Unnatural.
It's an
Oh,
18.
then it would be 18.
It's straight up 18.
Okay, cool. So,
I make it like lift up and then do like a little spin.
it seems entranced.
Just keep doing that for the next 4 hours.
It kind of...
And then stone bolt.
It tries to grab at the rock a couple times.
Ooh.
And now you make it angry and it cries. Because you didn't give it the rock.
And then its lizard daddy comes out.
It's just the rock. Not a lizard, just the rock.
Literally the rock.
Dwayne Johnson just comes right out.
Yeah.
There's
All
something
right.
in the kitchen.
Is that all you do?
Smells good.
Yes.
Okay. Next up,
Just tell me. Just tell me when
Okay.
you fight.
Froman,
Yeah, buddy. He did a talent show. Okay.
Quignev,
Yeah.
you are now solid.
Cool.
Like
I still maintain my
rock.
hide, right?
So you would need to roll again because you're now
I'm doing
in the middle of the open air.
So right before I transform back, as I see dude float over, is the lieutenant paying attention to him?
The lieutenant is kind of looking around,
Alright, cool.
like he swatted Gangal, and then he's like, "All right, where did that mist cloud go?"
Slightly lower.
Okay.
How's a 4 strike you?
Real bad.
Good. All right, that's not what I rolled. So, I got a 27.
Okay, that's not much lower at all. Can you move, by the way, the orc dude? There you go. Not all the way in, just put him where you were. Just throw him off the map.
Get out of here.
I'm just laying on the ground.
Okay, so
Having myself a little nap.
there are some minor issues with this. For one, you're attempting to hide in the middle of a road.
Yeah, obviously.
So, let's see what the SRD has to say about this.
Okay.
So this one time at like band camp,
Oh.
we didn't have band, but we just call it a band.
Wasn't really a camp either. More of a prison.
You actually can't hide.
Yeah, I didn't think
Because,
so.
yeah, you're in the middle of the road,
I've got
and
nothing
you're
to
not
hide
a
behind
cloud.
Or
So,
in.
yeah.
All right, so I
But hold on to that 27. Maybe someday later you'll get to use it.
Hide in plain sight.
All right, so I'm there, and I turn back solid,
Mhm.
and does he see me?
Yeah, immediately.
Oh, great.
Do a magic trick.
I mean, he's facing that direction. You're in his, like...
Yeah.
If anything, he's done a really good magic trick.
He did a better one than you.
Really though. So I don't have any weapons drawn. So I'm just gonna.
You don't?
Nope.
What
I just
happened?
missed it out. I didn't draw any weapons. I just missed it out.
Oh, you don't have them drawn, but you
I have
do.
them on me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was,
Yeah.
Okay, that was confusing for a moment.
I'm just gonna saunter over to this guy.
The lieutenant?
Yeah, just walk right up to him.
I'm gonna
If
beat
you please move me directly in front of the lieutenant. One space over. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I've got more movement now. Yeah, right in front of him. Yeah.
Touch him.
So you just walk up?
Yep.
Give me a diplomacy, take a negative, I'm going to say just a negative 5.
Right, I'm gonna hit
Negative
you.
5?
I don't know when I'm gonna
Because
stop.
you're in the middle of this melee. People have gone down.
20.
Okay. Well, that's not a 20. Okay. It does not immediately stab you.
Cool.
Which is, I mean, difficult to do with his equipment anyways, but still.
That's the end of my turn.
Cool. Now able to see the bodyguard over there rushes over. No, the other one. Bodyguard. There you go. That one. Rushes over to. It starts with an A.
Astrid.
There we go. Thank you. And helps in some police brutality as they begin to gain consciousness.
Wow. Awesome.
And we skip the other one's turn, and we go straight to the lieutenant. So, taken off guard by this, it levels its... What does it have? It's a club, right? No.
It hit.
Yeah. It levels its weapon at you, but doesn't actually attack.
Okay.
It just holds it to what it assumes is your neck.
Okay.
And sort of like gestures down to the ground and sisses loudly at you.
All right. Here's what I do.
Uh-huh.
I will. Well, I guess I'll wait for my turn, technically, right? Or are we out of combat?
I'm not seeing much else going on combat-wise here.
Ryan is in a combat with a child.
So are we
And the
technically
attention
out of
span of a child is difficult to hold. Listen.
If we're out of combat, that's cool.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
we're gonna switch out of combat.
So
here.
what I'll do
gonna
is
So many times.
I don't even acknowledge the weapon at my neck.
I don't know if you'll live.
I'm just gonna brush some dust off my shoulder, and then just like settle into the same style. I will just like cross my legs and sit on the ground.
Okay. So
I know he wanted me to kneel. I'm not doing that.
okay. So you can see Gangal being dragged off, apparently alive, into a separate cell this time, and put next to Astrid. Astrid is unconscious, but alive. Yep, right there.
Okay.
The cells are closed. And then the king-like figure walks over to you. By this point, the two soldiers, the crossbow dudes, come to the assistance of the lieutenant and basically surround you with javelins.
Sweet. Totally have been here before.
Yep.
He's gonna get hit so many times.
You all let it go.
With feelings.
Until there's no feelings left.
It is at this point that the king lizard sort of looks down at you in your cross-legged position, and then inspects you and notices like you're missing like a gouge in some of your material, and then how would this person communicate? Oh,
If they know
actually,
any other languages.
I know how they would communicate.
Okay.
It waves its hand, and you hear much more quietly, next to your ear, the same words that Gangal said, but much quieter. Toby. And you get this sort of like inquisitive feeling.
Okay. Cool. So he doesn't move. Just next to my ear, I hear Toby.
Mm-hmm. He just waves his hand.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and acknowledge him, and I'll look up to him. Still as majestic as when he walked in, I assume.
I mean, he is, yeah,
Generally,
generally unflapped.
So I will turn my head to him. As to convey that I'm speaking to him, and say, "Do you speak common, or do you speak basic?" And I will say that in a very low volume. Low.
Like your health points will.
He just really
It looks at you with no true understanding of what you're saying.
Okay.
And then takes a step back and sort of paces for a moment. And then, what are the limits of ghost sound, I wonder?
I mean, it can get really loud, can't it?
Yeah, I'm more curious about
If you can like echo inside my brain. Brain that I don't have. Technically, I have less brains than you do. Technically.
Okay.
Tell me something to say.
Oh,
We're all gonna die eventually.
so this can actually last for a little while.
Some sooner than others, Toby.
Cool.
More like that.
So, as it's pacing, you hear what appears to be a jumble of words, in a variety of languages, but mostly in common.
Ooh.
And these are all different voices.
Okay.
One of them you clearly recognize to be the Thrak that is now pulped into the ground, rather unfortunately. And you hear in this swirl some screams and yells, but also were statements like, "Where do you want me to drill this thing?" And "Okay, I'll move it wherever you want," and different snatches of what appear to be conversation that you're guessing he's overheard.
Mhm.
And so he doesn't seem to understand any of it, but it's just like hitting you with a series of just every snatch of language other than theirs that he's heard.
Are any of those voices mine, Astrid's, or Toby's?
No.
Good. Cool. Then from there.
Oh, wait, actually, at the very end, you hear, "Do you speak common?"
Okay.
Because that's the only thing he's heard from you.
All right. Then from there, can he see me?
Oh, yeah, he just stepped, like, a little bit back and started pacing,
Okay, so
as if thinking.
If he's still looking at me, I will do this then. You tell me either diplomacy or bluff what this is going to be for a
Mhm.
roll.
I will point to him and say Toby, and then I will point to myself and say Toby, and then I will do this. I like Toby.
What
Toby?
is your intent? Because that's going to determine what your skill use
I don't know.
is.
Fuck around with him. Make him think that Toby is like a peaceful term.
That's going to be a bluff.
Cool.
Because I have not heard anybody use the word Toby in a peaceful fashion.
You're
since-
Just a lot of yelling Toby.
Yeah.
26.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, bluff. 24.
Toby.
Toby.
Then I see Toby, and I beat the shit out of Toby.
You really want to fucking kill him?
He hates cat people, and cat people hate everyone else. So it.
I mean, we even hate each other.
It seems to give what you're saying some thought.
Oh, cool.
And then, as abruptly as before, it immediately turns from you and then starts walking down this way towards deeper into the town.
Okay.
The guards that are with you prod you to move along.
Do they actually touch me?
Mhm.
They like poke me?
hmm
They
Not
act-
like stab,
But they
but
actually.
like, yep,
Do they gesture or actually touch me with
they
their weapons?
actually with the javelin. Yeah.
Which ones?
One of the guards behind you. It's
very-
not properly described, but let's say the one right there. Yeah.
Let's see here. So I will slowly get up, turn to that one, very slowly grab the tip of the spear, and I'd like to roll intimidate for this.
Okay.
I want to maybe do like 1 or 2 points of damage to myself. Just slowly like push my finger into the tip of the spear.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cool. Any bonus for this?
Intimidation kind of crosses a lot of language barriers. I'll say since you're doing damage to yourself, I'll give you a +2.
Okay. Oh, the +2 is super helpful with my total 8. How much damage do I take?
You take 2 points of damage
Okay,
as you
cool.
you start to just dig your finger and then kind of slip in your hand. No,
All right, so I just
you don't bleed, so that's a
Yeah,
plus.
but
You don't have to worry about that.
I'll,
You just have a weird gouge in your hand now.
so whatever the effect is on him, I do that and then I look at it and I gesture back towards him and then I'll start moving.
It seems very confused.
That's good. That's good. I'm just throwing around a lot of confusion.
Okay, we go back to Toby. What are you doing, dude?
So this child is being entertained.
It's starting to get old.
You haven't seen this one before? The loop-de-loop and then the loop? You've done it. It's one of your older tricks.
So then he brings the stone closer to him as he's still floating it, and then he casts a light into the stone as it's still floating. So the stone just slowly illuminates and then starts rising out of his hands. Like,
It's a little more entertaining.
Earth! Toby's getting it!
Toby, this is your first ever show.
As you're doing this, you do not notice 2 guards just walk right past you back to their original positions at the front.
You just don't even pay attention to him.
They rolled so low, guys.
They're just like, hey, look, a show.
No, they don't even register. They're just like, man, that was weird, huh? Anyways.
Fucking carnies.
Just
Keep walking.
death.
We let those non-lizards into the town. There was noise. People were crying. It was real bad.
And now
Okay.
there's a lizard in here with a skin disease that makes him all furry.
Don't worry, I'll shave him.
So,
Oh, dude, a couple weeks ago, I shaved a cat.
Gangal, give me
not
a
Oh
fortitude.
god.
Not in a malicious way, in a very helpful way.
Well, I figured that.
It was for my job.
That's
Wasn't
a
just in my.
nat
My
one.
job
in my free
told
time.
me to.
That one.
Wow.
You bleed out and die. No, you are still unconscious. All right. Thank God there's
Let's take a nap.
no.
Take a nice nap.
I
I have a +6. I just want that to be known.
You know, it's funny. We did that big thing about using like the crit cards, you know, and every crit that has been rolled has not been for a weapon since then.
Yeah.
It's always been just random shit.
Yep. That's how it
Yeah,
usually goes.
it's just unfortunate.
I
So,
crit to eat the sandwich.
you are
It's a
led
crit.
through the town, getting further and further away from your companions.
Okay.
And you are being escorted by the 3 guards. The king stays about 15 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
And as you go down this main promenade, you notice more and more lizard heads poking out from different windows and places. But whereas before they were scurrying around, now it seems that with all the commotion, they've just retreated into their homes and are now just looking around trying to determine what is going on.
Okay.
Interrupt me at any point if you...
Sure. As we're walking, so I'm assuming the lieutenant's in front. I'm being escorted by the 2 guards.
Yep.
Okay. So as we're walking, I will slowly just start taking like the comm bracelet thing. I'm gonna take that off and try to hand it as we're walking. Just try to hand it to the guard to my right. Like in a can you hold this gesture?
It's
I would be happy to roll diplomacy for that.
Yeah, no need. It's been a confusing day. It shifts the javelin to one hand and then grabs this weird contraption and just sort of looks at you.
Okay, so we're still walking, so I feel my wrist and it feels a lot better. Then I will take I will take out the combat knife.
And shank it.
And shank him because I really want to die right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take out the combat knife and flip it around and hold it by the blade and again try to give it to this guy by the hilt.
When you take out the knife, there is some immediate tension.
Mhm.
And the lieutenant's ear turns to you
And
briefly.
of course I don't do it in any menacing way. I take it out like it's a notepad or something.
Yeah.
Like not at all like a weapon.
No,
just like
I mean, it's still a knife, though.
Yeah, of course.
So, then you hand it to the guy, and it's like shifts, takes it from you.
Like
Okay,
his hands.
cool. So that's that.
You're about to take off your armor. No, you don't even have armor.
I don't have armor. I will.
Give him your backpack.
No, I like my backpack. I'll take
Point out the light that's at the end of the tunnel.
I take the mace off of my side, and look at it for a minute and do the same thing, like turn around and try to hand it to that guy, and then I'll look at him. Does he look at me with more confusion?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm like, and I raise my head and I'm like, oh yeah. So I try to hand it to this guy.
That's as jacked as it gets. All right, I'm gonna need a diplomacy on that
You
one.
got it. That is that's a 30.
Okay. This one seems more resigned than anything, and just like shakes its head and takes the mace from you, and then just like stuffs it into its belt.
Okay. And then I'll start like feeling around, and I got the backpack, so I'll take that off.
So you
and
start taking out like a handkerchief, and the first it's blue, then
No,
it's red.
what I'll do
You
is
found my handkerchief.
I'll pull out the lighter
Uh-huh.
and I'll light it. Does it light?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess. Unless it
Um,
says badly broken
No,
lighter.
it just says lighter.
Cool, yeah, it works.
Does it react to that in any way?
Um,
Like fire?
It's a small light?
Yeah, it's I don't know, like that.
Not really.
Like a cigarette.
I mean, they like look, but then
Same thing. That guy.
while it's lit?
No.
Okay.
I assume does it stay lit after I light it? Do I have to put it out myself?
I mean, the worst thing is I don't know if this is like just like a cigarette lighter or I forget what it was.
Either way, I put it out.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And I
Yeah.
hand it to that guy.
It looks at it and then tries to imitate what you did.
Sweet. From there,
He's going to try to confuse them.
nope. Well, yeah, that's only what I'm doing. I'll take out the note that I had about and because we don't need this anymore, and I will unfold that and look at it briefly, and then I'll fold it back. I try to give it some new folds, make it look interesting, and then I also hand that to that guy.
Okay. You hand it to him, and as if he's in a text adventure, he applies it to the lighter and watches as it burns. And drops it.
Good thing we didn't need that anymore.
Cool.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall here for a second.
Not the wall.
Yeah, because someone decided to leave this door open for the last 2 hours.
Oh.
Oh.
Brian.
I wonder who did that.
And
Well, no Reavers, so that's good. That's good.
Well, you went out last to smoke, didn't you?
No, you did. When you let
I
Bella
will-
back in.
That crystal that I had before,
And the printer.
yeah,
I'll take that out.
You dumb.
okay,
It's shiny, right?
yeah.
Okay. So I give that a little bit of look. Did they notice it?
I mean, they look. At this point, they're more preoccupied with like, what's the next weird thing this dude is gonna hand?
Okay. So I take the crystal and that I won't put it back in the backpack. I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And then I just spend the next just rummaging through my backpack, just looking at
I
stuff.
just wasted a nat 20. Cool. Well, before you know it, the progression stops, and you are in what appears to be a decently large plaza. And as you look up from your bag, you see a great deal of rubble, and then the machine, the drilling machine, off in like the distance about maybe 40 feet away.
Okay.
Parked empty. There's nobody in it. The door is left open.
Okay.
In front of you is what appears to be a heat-scored hole that has been dug through the stone,
Okay.
clearly with this machine.
Okay.
And on the other end is what appears to be a glistening gray material that you can only assume is metal.
Okay.
And as you look through the gloom, you can see that it no longer has the natural sway of the surroundings in this cave, but instead appears to be completely constructed. And it rises into these metal columns that end with pointed tips like little pyramid tops.
Okay.
And there's a line of these extending down into this area that is all metallic.
So does it look like a bunch of obelisks?
Very thin ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'll close the backpack and put it back on and start paying attention.
So at this point, the lieutenant steps aside, and you can see the Lizard King again. And it looks at you, and then uses a spell.
first, I'm just gonna like strangle him.
Just want to make sure this
Street
is done
strangle.
properly.
And then beat him with the mace like over the head until my feelings go away.
So
Which is about
a
6
series of 4 lights blossom into existence in front of you,
Okay.
and then slowly turn into like a little orbit that surrounds you, and then
Ooh.
starts heading into this area. And the king just looks at you.
Like Navi style.
hmm
Okay. I look at him and I go, sorry, and I turn to the more resolved guy and I go like this.
He hands you the lighter, and then rummages around for the mace and hands that to you.
Okay. I didn't expect the mace, so I'll look at it and then I'll put it back. I'll put the light in the backpack and I turn to this guy and I go like that.
He hands you in a awkward. He actually puts down the javelin, which earns him like a little harshly from the lieutenant, and then hands you awkwardly the bracelet and all the other bullshit that you handed him.
So I take back all my bullshit. I'll have the mace and the dagger in a form and fashion that I can pull them out. But the bracelet I take last and I look at it and I kind of like, not aggressively, but I just shove it back into his arms and I just like pat it like, that's yours. And then I won't even look at him. I'll just go like, that's yours. And then I'll just start walking forward.
Okay. Cool. That happened. Toby,
Yay!
you've been throwing this light around on a rock.
So amazing.
Yep.
So cool.
What are you doing, buddy?
Alright, so now he's going to take this pebble, and now he's going to do like some simple magic parlor tricking with it. Like he's going to take, it'll go back down, he'll grab it in one hand, and then he'll make it look like it disappeared.
Give me a sleight of hand.
You make Tevin
Well, I
sit
do
there.
have profession magic.
Remember how the Reavers like
Would
had
that work?
Okay.
plaster blood all over
I
their
mean,
shit?
it's still a sleight of
Imagine that.
hand.
Okay.
I'd be if you had 5 ranks in that, I'd be willing to give you a synergy bonus.
If you
but-
could kill Toby with
I-
a look,
I
you'd still
actually
beat him
do.
to death.
Okay, so you get a +2.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna take his corpse and just like smother it across.
See this guy, you rip his arm off and kill him with his own arm.
That would be a 16.
I'm gonna rip his arms. I was just like, fucking you, magic man.
The kid does not appear to catch the trick and just like is just watching.
Goes into his.
Nothing in my hands, nothing in my hands.
Drops it. Oh shit.
Hold on, it doesn't usually happen.
And then reaches behind the child's ear and then pulls out the pebble
Okay.
from there.
This does not work as effectively as you might think because they have ear holes, not.
Yeah, but it's like right behind their head.
Okay.
Out of the peripheral vision.
Yes.
I mean, that's tricky, but sure.
Still sleight of hand.
Yep.
6.
You want to borrow my sleight of hand? Really good.
How the this kid is dumb as bricks.
Of course you would get the dumb kid.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, great.
The
Great.
kid just stares at your hand and then looks back to you. And then back at the rock in your hand. And then it picks up a rock and it holds it up to your ear. And then it pulls it back.
Tough
This
crowd.
could not have gone better, I gotta say.
A tough crowd.
I gotta say, I did not anticipate any of this. Meanwhile, make a fortitude save for the love of God. Please interject with some sanity.
Does a 25 work?
Yes, for the love of God. You wake up. You're in a lot of pain, but you're kind of used to this by now. You're at 0. Well, at 1. So,
Who's around me?
you look to the cage to your right, and you see Astrid just kind of like fallen over, but still breathing. And then you look up and you see the 2 guards to the king still standing there, having taken the place of the other 2 guards.
Cool. I'm gonna go to the bars.
As you get up to do so, you notice that there is a plate with fungus in front of you.
Eat the shit out of that fungus.
Well, this is not a banana.
And Astrid's cage.
Also,
That'd be really mean.
you also notice that there is a small
Right.
bowl with what appears to be decent
High
clean
potassium.
water.
Cool. I'm gonna take mine and reach through and grab hers.
I'm gonna need a.
We're all so ridiculous.
I'm not even gonna try to hide it.
No, I'm not sure if it would be.
I'm going to turn the
escape
ball
artists
sideways
to like
so I can fit it through the bar.
sneak your hand through
Sleight of
there.
hand.
Well,
Is it sleight of hand?
it would have
I
to.
mean, how thin are the bars?
Well, you could just do a dexterity check.
Yeah, just do a straight up dexterity. I don't think you have any of those skills, anyways.
18.
Yeah, you steal.
Well, when it's about
Astrid's-
food.
Yeah,
It's food.
Steal
I'm
her
there.
water bowl.
you steal Astrid's food, even though it's like a good 5 feet away from you somehow.
Cool.
He's really used to monkey bars.
And that's where we're ending our show.
With
No.
racism. I would like
We got
to
a few more minutes.
gesture in a way of like door open, release.
The lizards just kind of like look at you briefly and then continue just standing there.
Is it a no? Gonna drink my water. And then just gonna clank it against the bars. They're deaf, aren't they?
Not anymore. I mean, it's been a while.
King, 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 king.
You see one of them kind of like his eye twitches.
That's all you need.
All right,
Just that.
we go back to your regularly scheduled plot.
Oh, do I get any health from those mushrooms?
You are.
Yeah, you're seeing all sorts of
Yeah.
colors.
How much health did it give
Wasn't
you
it?
last
Wasn't it
time?
like 2 or something? It was like 2, right?
Yeah, so we'll say you're up 4. You metabolize that food real fast.
Real fast. Real fast.
I'm good to go.
So as you follow the lights, they illuminate the area, casting an eerie glow on the proceedings. And you notice that this appears to be a section of cave that was somehow closed off, and then just over time, like the stones just ground into just solid wall. Everything here appears to be made out of some sort of metal. You're not sure what kind. It seems different than the stuff you've seen before.
Okay.
There's clearly a single path leading up towards, as the light illuminates it, a raised set of ramps. They go up and around, and then into what appears to be a large atrium-like area.
Okay, are they following me or is it just me?
Nope. They are not going anywhere near this. The lights are just going.
Ooh. Okay, well I'm fucked. I'll take the dagger
Mhm.
and I'll as I'm walking just like tap it against some of the metal. How's it sound?
It sounds like metal on metal, and
Like
you're
very,
not
very
scratching
tinny?
it at all.
Not scratchy. No
Nope.
scratches. Okay.
If anything, if you really press the point, you find like pieces of your dagger, which is like a professional military grade weapon,
Is that
like flaking.
like given my strength, like it just happens like that?
it's not a lot, but you can see like your knife is getting scratched
So
more
oh wow, okay.
than
All right, so this is clearly adamantium.
or something fucking strong.
Yeah. So that's cool. So I'll put the dagger away and just keep walking.
Okay.
I'll take the left path up, the left ramp.
Cool. As you go up, you notice that there's no door, and as you get close enough, you notice you're maybe about 150 feet. The lights stop at the door and just sort of like illuminate the entryway, or not the door, the hallway. And you notice that within this chamber there is lighting further ahead, and it is illuminating a similarly metallic room.
Oh.
There clearly appears to be 4 figures of some kind that appear to be the same color as the rest of the area, and then something that is reflecting the light back towards you, directly in the middle of this room.
Awesome.
It's still some distance away, but
Okay, now this is where we check for traps.
go for it.
Fergus muggered. 13.
You look around, you find that the walls and the floor are completely smooth. There are no joints. It's as if this place was just melted into place like cast.
But
basically.
the 4 figures?
They're further up ahead. You can't quite tell much about them just yet.
Then I'll move forward and continue to check for traps.
Cool. You enter some darkness and the lights remain towards the end of the corridor. And you find nothing. Everything is smooth as you enter. And you emerge into the proper atrium. And the lights are suddenly like hitting you finally. And you notice that these are statues of humanoid figures. Clearly not reptilian. In fact, they look nothing like any of the humanoids that you've ever seen. They have the same basic configuration, but none of the bulk of a Zeruian or the gangliness of a Thrak or the fur of whatever the fuck your people are called again.
Kevrin.
You made that race.
You're the race of the cat ladies.
Cat people.
Ladies.
People.
Ladies. You notice that all 4 of these statues have what appears to be one appendage extended outwards, and it's a 5-fingered hand as far as you can tell. And they seem to be clothed in fairly ornate garments.
Ooh.
But the thing that catches your eye most is the mirror. And when you look into the mirror, you realize that standing on the other end of the mirror, inside, is an inky black form with red glowing eyes. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Figured that would be the
Yep. Yeah, roll initiative.
just lean in really close. Jibbity boop boop. Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, that was
Wow.
fun.
That was fun.
I don't know how you people turned it around, but you did not die
By being idiots.
Yep.
effectively.
Quite effectively.
All right. Well, I guess let's, go over the whole thing. Like, what did you guys learn?
You can get out of a shitty situation with magic.
Okay. What about you, True?
I learned that I'm going to grind like Toby's bones. How exactly I'm going to do that? after I smear his blood over our ship.
Like a nice Chianti.
Like, yep. And pretty much just annihilate him.
Now, my real question is, do your people have knowledge of Chianti?
I don't know.
I'm
Fermentation. I don't know if that exists on your planet.
I'm gonna make up the word, and we'll just figure it out.
What about you, Froman?
I learned that social magic shit gets you out of stuff. Really, really well.
Surprisingly so. Yes.
It's hard to stealth around when you suck at stuff. But just general confusion is much better.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
And I learned that I should not expect friendly NPCs to live past one session.
So far, yeah. It's been the trend.
Jeb, the Thrak, just
The other Thrak, the other small dude.
yeah, just everybody.
Didn't seem to go well for them.
Well, folks, looks like they survived to continue playing in D&D 3.5. So, until next time, I'm Guy on Couch.
I'm True Alchemist.
I'm fucking Ryan.
I am Froman 8.
And this has been Crit Confirmed. We'll catch you next time, viewers. Keep living that couch life.